the sexual revolution of the 60s and divorce law reforms of the 70s, witnessing the shift from fault-based to no-fault divorce laws, dramatically changed the structure of the American family. Particularly, out-of-wedlock births in the United States have risen dramatically since 1950, from almost none to about 40% of all births in the 2010s, and they continue to rise.
Share of live births outside of marriage. So right now, Iceland has the most amount of children born out of registered marriages, and they're almost at 70% here. Then it's France at 62%, then Bulgaria at 59%. But right next to it, look at that, Turkey, 2.8. That is an insanely low number. How did they even get it that low? The next closest country to Turkey is like, I don't know, Belarus at 13%, or Montenegro. I mean, Greece is at 13%, 13.8. The Nordics are about a little bit over half, while Spain is a little bit under half. Switzerland only at a quarter. Probably so many factors that goes into this. Obviously faith and just like your idea of marriage. Maybe some of these people don't like it. Apparently in the US we're at 40%.
We didn't always live in a country where we had this many out of wedlock births. And my solution is not walk them into a clinic and get rid of the kid. My solution is, what if we once again recognize that the value of a strong nuclear family is beneficial not only for moral reasons but for very practical reasons. There's reasons why centuries of humanity has said that when you have a situation where you have a stable home with a mother and a father fulfilling different but equally important roles, it's the best basis for raising a family and creating future citizens for which society will be built up on.
This decoupling of marriage and children has been supported by the government's increasingly expansive role in providing for the children of economically vulnerable parents, who are often single, through programs such as Aid to Families with Dependent Children and its successor, Temporary Assistance for Needy Families.
We have so many people who can't see a fat man standing beside a thin one without coming to the conclusion the fat man got that way by taking advantage of the thin one. So they're going to solve all the problems of human misery through government and government planning. Well, now, if government planning and welfare had the answer, and they've had almost 30 years of it, shouldn't we expect government to read the score to us once in a while? Shouldn't they be telling us about the decline each year in the number of people needing help, the reduction in the need for public housing? But the reverse is true. Each year the need grows greater, the program grows greater.
The quality of American public administration has also improved over the past 50 years. This improvement has increased the ease with which debts, such as child support payments, can be collected, making it easier still to raise children outside of marriage.
Raise your hand if you're married. None of you are married. Raise your hand if you would like to be married to your baby's father. One. Why don't you plan to get married? I'd like to know that.
You already have your child to think about, and then a whole family to care for. You know, it's a lot of responsibility.